Hello and welcome to Murray Field in Norwood, Massachusetts on Saturday, October 16th for SportView's award-winning production of Holliston Panther Football 2021. It's found only on HCAT TV. This afternoon, the Panthers face the Norwood Mustangs. My name is Tom Emmons, and alongside is my co-host, the legend, Jay Wyman. Jay, Holliston came out on the wrong end of a double overtime thriller last week. What do you expect to see from the Panthers against the Mustangs today?
Well, I think you're going to see another close game. I think these two teams are pretty evenly matched. One of the things that I like to see from this team this year is a little bit of improvement every game. And, you know, last week they were really just one or two plays away from winning it, especially in that first overtime. So I think you're going to see a game here where Holliston's going to play it pretty even with Norwood, would be my expectation at this point. And at that point, other than that, as far as winning and losing, well, we'll just have to see what happens. I will say this, Tom, it is incredibly windy here.
Mm-hmm. Holliston comes into this game with a record of 1-4 on the season. Their head coach is Todd Kiley. In his 19th season with the Panthers, his record is 152 wins against 51 losses. Norwood comes into this game with a record of 4-1. Their head coach is Manny Lopez. In his third season with the Mustangs, his record is 12-9.
Norwood won the toss and deferred, so Holliston will be receiving the ball.
Well, you throw the records out when you start Tri-Valley League action, which we did last week.
Yep.
Even though these teams have opposite records, you should expect a close one today, because coming into the season, the three top teams were the Tri-Valley League co-champs, the Panthers, the Norwood, and Ashland. And so we've already gone to double overtime. We'll be back with the opening kickoff in just a moment.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Murray Field at Norwood High School for today's matchup between the visiting Panthers of Holliston and your Norwood Mustangs. At this time, we ask that you please rise.
Just a beautiful day for football, other than the breeze that's blowing from right to left.
Well, you call it a breeze. I call it a gust. It's really going to affect
from left to right.
Yeah, it's going to affect the kicking game quite a bit, especially when the ball gets up in the air. And if it keeps blowing like this, it's definitely going to affect the passing game. If you loft the ball in any type of manner, it's going to either take it with it or blow it against it. Norwood took the wind.
Holliston will be going into the wind in their first drive.
Yeah.
That's the important thing.
That's right. So Norwood, Tom, we looked at some film. We get to see some film clips here and there and everything. And they've won a bunch of games. Not really big scores, but they don't really seem to have a lot of real offensive statistics. So I'm not just sure if they don't get a lot of their scoring out of their defense and their special teams.
Dennison and Olson back deep to receive the kick. Dennison takes it at the 5-yard line. Nice move to the 30, and he's tackled just across the 25-yard line.
Andrew Dennison on the return. Wrapped up by number 11, Casey Sheehan.
Dennison has really had a nice year returning kicks, and it really helps Holliston because it gives him good field position most of the time that he does return them. But you see the effect of the wind on that kickoff.
12 returns for a 23.2 average so far on the season, including a 93-yard thrilling touchdown return versus Medway. Holliston offense takes the field. They've been averaging 244 yards a game, 146 through the air, 98 on the ground. Kiley hands off to Harding on first down. David Harding tries the left side for a couple of yards.
Well, one of the things you're going to notice today is that in that offensive line is that Brennan Ibbotson is not there. He's out for at least this week and maybe next week. And, the captain is he's one of the leaders on that team as well as one of the leaders on the offensive line.
Taking his place is number 68, Vladimir Valesky.
Brings up second down for the Panthers.
2nd and 7 for the Panthers. Sweeney in motion. Moves to the right. 3 receivers to Kiley's right. TJ rolls right. Fires. Low catch, and it is a catch. And it's one of his new favorite target, Kawal Lima, number 14, with the catch, moves the chains.
Yeah, Lima, I said last week kind of jokingly, if you have a PPR fantasy league, this is the kid you want on there. He gets a lot of catches. He had 10 catches in one game, right?
Against 10 catches against Braintree. He's got 14 for 180 yards on the season.
1st and 10, Holliston.
In that one pass, the shorter passes that TJ can keep on a line, it's really going to help him as opposed to throwing the ball deep right now.
Pitch to Harding. He cuts it back to look to the right side. Nothing there. We got a flag that flies on the Norwood. Looks like they're cheering us against the Panthers.
There is a flag on the play.
That wind really gusts up.
Yeah, it really does come up, and it's a holding on Holliston, so that'll set them back.
It's holding on Holliston.
Starting front 7 for the Panthers. At center, number 56, Grant Harper. At guard, number 54, Pierce Alachi. Number 74, Patrick Griffin. And at tackle, number 70, Robert Payne. And number 68, Vladimir Valesky.
Yeah, and they've been good. They've been good, Tom. That's been one of the strengths of the team this year is that offensive line.
1st down and 20 for the Panthers. There's Harding again, but no room in the middle of that line. Rest of the starting lineup for this offense: number 86, Owen McCarron; number 9, Joey Gentile; number 13, TJ Kiley; and number 3, Devin Harding.
Now, what this wind does in a high school game at this level is it allows those safeties to play up a little bit so they can, and of course, A, you're going to run the ball most of the time because of the wind, and B, because you are going to run the ball, you got more guys in that box.
Kiley rolls right. Looking for Gentile, but right there is number 19, one of the top players on the Mustangs, Brian Meteor.
Yeah, Meteor, he did a nice job right there. He timed that ball perfectly and came up and swatted it away.
That'll bring up 3rd and 22.
Kiley's pass was intended for number 11, Brady Sweeney.
They're getting a little ahead of themselves over there across the way. They had 4th down. Now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down.
Three receivers to TJ's left. McCarron split out to the right. Screen pass set up to Harding. He's by Mateer. He's got a nice little gain, but it's going to be short of the 1st down.
Yeah, at least it got him out of that territory down there. So the punt, hopefully the wind will die down when we punt the ball. Lima was punting last week. I'm not sure if he's going to be punting this week.
No, number 15, Kevin Sahajian.
Oh, that's right. He did punting too, right? That's right.
Brings up 4th down for Holliston.
TJ did a pooch punt.
TJ did the fake there.
We're not going to fake him out right here.
No.
Kevin Sahajian on to kick for Holliston.
It gets almost to midfield. 1st down for Norwood at the Holliston 48-yard line.
That almost looked like it was
Mustangs
tipped.
Take over 1st and 10.
And of course, the way the ball reacted, spinning like that, it might have been tipped a little bit.
Line.
But of course, they don't have their great kicker today, and Nick Cotting. Holliston's down quite a few players today. There's quite a few players who are either injured or whatever over there on the sidelines. So with 8:14 left in the 1st quarter, Norwood comes to the line.
Their quarterback is number 5, Joey Steves. Steves goes to the air on 1st down and
nice
completes to number 19, Brian Mateer.
Yeah, and you can expect this. Anyone heading left to right, they're going to be throwing the ball because when they go the other way, it's going to be very tough to throw. That was a nice throw and catch.
Now, coming into this game, after 5 games, Joey Steves only 28 completions against 56 pass attempts for 230 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's pretty much kept his passing to around the goal line. Holliston is daring him to throw, though. Handoff to number 22. That's running back subbed out DeCall, senior with 382 yards and 4 touchdowns on the air.
And he's had some good runs. I saw some good runs on film with him. So he's another one, not just Matea, but you got to look at DeCall also.
Ball on the Holliston 22-yard line.
2nd down and 3 for Norwood. This time they hand off to number 44, who bounces it outside. Steves tries to get ahead to give him a blocking lane, but a nice tackle by Derek D'Angelo.
Justin Scahill on the carry.
Scahill on the carry.
Derek D'Angelo. Results of the
Well, that gives him another first down.
So a couple of 1st downs, and Norwood is knocking at the door. They're inside the red zone at the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 Mustangs. Ball on the Holliston 15-yard line.
This kind of looked like the way that the Holliston, the way they're playing defense at the beginning of this game kind of reminded me a little bit of the old Rochester game when they came out and they were really aggressive.
Under center is Steves. Hands off to DeCall. There's a short gain.
Yeah, he was first grabbed by Patrick Griffin, who was able to hold on to him a little bit till the reinforcements came, and everyone kind of piled on Patrick.
Brought down by number 70, Robert Payne. And
6 minutes left to
Almost
go.
looks like they're going with a 5-3 defense back in the old days.
Brings up 2nd down for the Mustangs. Ball on the Holliston 11-yard line.
Steves hands off to Mateer. Mateer with a hold. Touchdown, Norwood.
Ryan Mateer
The
on the
12-yard gain for a touchdown.
Well, that offensive line for Norwood just opened up a huge lane for Mateo, and he just, read it perfectly and get in there almost even untouched. So they score the first touchdown, 5:35 left to go in the first quarter. Set up for the extra point.
The point after.
Kick is up and no good. So with 5:35 to go in the first quarter, Norwood's on the board first, 6-0.
Well, that could be big. That could be big later on in the game. We'll see how that plays out.
Well, we've seen a couple of games where extra points have been the difference between winning and losing.
Well, the Medway game for sure.
And the Ashland game, I'd say the same thing.
So Holliston down 6-0, 5:35 left to go in the first quarter. Winds died down a little bit out here, but I think it's going to get stronger and weaker as the day goes on. So
for Mateo, that was his sixth touchdown of the season for the Mustangs.
He's a good runner, Mateo, and he can also, as he showed her in the first play there, he's also a good receiver.
Cooper Olson and Andrew Dennison.
So Cooper Olson and Andrew Dennison back for Holliston. And here we have our first ball fall off the tee for the afternoon. And I guess we're going to have somebody have to hold that ball in place. Kick is a strong kick, and it's going to go all the way back to the end zone. So a touchback for the Panthers.
DeMara's kick goes into the end zone for a touchback.
So Holliston will start 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
Well, that shows the wind. He got it just up in the wind a little bit, and it really took off.
Ball to Holliston, 20-yard line.
So Holliston's back out for the second chance with the ball.
Norwood's got one free safety back, sort of like a deep center field. Don't let anything get behind you.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, they're playing a one deep, which means that they're setting up for the run.
Hand off to Harding. He snakes his way across for probably 5 yards. Let's see where they mark it.
Coming in today, Tom, we get to see the players working out and everything, and they got some big kids over here in Norwood.
Devin Harding on the season, rushed for 57 times for 222 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Harding again. Oh, face mask there. See that? No, I guess he didn't see it.
Harding out, and they're a Panther first down.
Yeah.
So a couple of running plays into the wind, and the Panthers have a first down. Move the chains.
Holliston first down. The 1st and 10. Ball on the Holliston 30-yard line.
2 receivers to both sides of the formation. Fake to Harding. Kylie files over the middle. Look, he was intended for number 9, Joey Gentile.
See, it's tough now because the way the wind gusts, the quarterbacks have to kind of anticipate, am I going to be thrown against the headwind or not? And if you are, you've got to put a little extra zip on it. But if you do that and then the wind's not blowing, you overthrow the receiver. So
yeah, it's kind of a tricky wind like that.
It's tough.
2nd and 10.
Well, we're sort of on a hilltop here in Norwood. I always call Hopkinton the top of the Tri-Valley League, but this might be the new winner. Hand off to Harding. Harding up the middle. Nice run by number 3.
Well, what Harding did there, and he's been doing this all year, he waited for that play to develop. He saw the opening, and he darted right in through it. And he's been doing that regularly this year and really developing into a really strong runner.
Important down for the Panthers. 3rd down and 2.
For Holliston. Ball to Holliston, 38-yard line.
Sweeney in motion. Hand off to Harding. Big pile up, no whistle yet.
Yeah, he might have just made the first down. It looks like where they're marking it is just on this side of the 40, and that's where he had to get for the first down. So I think they're probably going to give it to him. Let's see where they put the ball.
Harding on the carry. Stood up by a host of Mustang tacklers.
They didn't.
What are they going to do here?
Brings up 4th down.
Wow. That is really close.
4th down and less than a yard.
That is really close.
Surprised they don't call for a measurement here.
Originally, where the original referee was standing, if they put the ball there, it definitely would have been a first down. But see if they're going to bring out.
They are. So 3:05 left in the first quarter, 6-0 Norwood. And we get the chains out.
This, it really looked like he got it, but we'll see. Yep.
Oh my gosh, by a link.
So
the Panthers catch a little break here on 3rd down and move the chains again.
The reason it was so easy to see is that it's right on us. We're actually right on that line, and you could go off the end of the line where the where the marker was. So that's good. That's a big first down for Holliston with 2:55 clock running, 6-0. Holliston down. 2:55 that is in the first quarter.
3 receivers to Kiley's right. Sweeney in motion, hand off to Harding. And he barely got back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
Yeah, everything kind of closed up there for him. And what happened was I saw the defensive end or the outside linebacker, whichever position you want to call out there, when they faked to Sweeney, they came across it. He read the fake to Sweeney, and then Harding was able, when he got the ball, ran right into him. So that's something where the fake kind of led the player right into be able to make the tackle.
2nd down and 11. Loss of 1 on the play. Kiley tries to set up the screen to Harding. Harding crossed the 50 all the way to the Norwood 45-yard line. Another first down.
Big first down, and that's exactly how you want to run the screen. You know, these kids are aggressive here in Norwood, and they've been staying aggressive. And what you want to do in that case is, you can do sometimes reverse it, but the best thing against an aggressive defense is to get in there and run the screen pass, and Holliston ran that to perfection.
So you want Norwood to unpin their ears?
Yeah, that's what you want them to do, kind of.
1st and 10, Holliston. Ball on the Norwood 46-yard line.
I mean, you have to do something to kind of loosen up that space, because those linebackers, cornerbacks, safeties, they're all down in the box, except for the one safety.
1st and 10 from the Norwood 46. Kiley to Harding. Harding with a spin. Little push forward for a couple of yards.
That offensive line you see now, they're kind of really getting into it, and they're able to give Harding or whoever runs the ball to be able to get them
gain a 3,
get them some good blocking and get some yardage.
Dan Perry Higgins brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 7 for the Panthers.
Ball on the Norwood 43-yard line.
Now the right side is wide open. If TJ can scramble to the right if he wants to and throw the ball.
Looks right. Fires. Incomplete. Intended for Lima.
Riley's pass was intended for number 14, Kawhi Lima.
So 3rd and 7. And the clock is stopped with 14 seconds to go in the first quarter. So this should be the last play.
In Holliston, if they might go on 4th down anyway if they don't lose yardage, but if they make any yardage at all, they'll definitely go on 4th down. So they don't have to get a 1st down here with 3rd down coming up. I still like that right side. I still like TJ rolling out.
2 receivers to the short side of the field. Harding goes off the right side, but he stopped short of the 40-yard line.
Harding on the carry. Brought down by number 42, Blake.
And that's the end of the first quarter. Norwood 6, Holliston nothing. We'll be back with second quarter action in just a moment. Okay, 4th down for the Panthers, 4th and 5, fresh 12 on the clock for the second quarter. Kylie's got the wind at his back, fires, intended for Lima, incomplete. So the Mustangs will take over at the 42.
Yeah, just a little high now. The other thing with the wind is you got to understand you're going with the wind, which is good. That's a plus. That's what you want to do. But sometimes the ball can get caught up in the wind and take off a little bit on the quarterbacks. So you're going to have to throw really flat, really tight spirals, really flat.
Steve's with the handoff.
Oh, nice play.
Big hit right away.
Oh, he broke out.
He bounced off that big hit. Pierce Alachi seemed to have him behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he held him, and he had his leg, and he kept holding on to his leg. But that was Mateo, I believe, right?
Right. Up front for the Panthers, 74, Patrick Griffin. 57, Jack Littlejohn. Number 51, David Villa. Number 70, Robert Payne. Number 8, Owen Zakshevsky. Number 9, Joey Gentile. Number 54, Pierce Alachi. Number 4, Cooper Olson. 11, Brady Sweeney. I'll give you the others. 2nd down and 4. Handoff to Mateer, but he is stopped. Nice tackle there by Olson.
Oh, and Zach did a really nice job turning that in, coming out, showing himself, made the runner turn in, and was able to, the other guys were able to come in and make the tackle. That's how you want to do a contain on the outside.
The other 2 players out there on defense, 27, Derek D'Angelo, and number 1, Miguel De Jesus. 3rd and 3 for the Mustangs. Just short of the 50-yard line. Faked at the call. Steves throws it to a wide open number 44. And he's all the way down inside the 10-yard line.
You know, it's interesting. We come into these games and we look at the other games these players play, and saw this another time. And I forget which one of the quarterbacks that I think it might have been Braintree. This kid Steves, he can really throw a really nice ball. He threw that against the wind too.
So 1st and goal from the 9 for the Mustangs. Steves hands off to the call. And he crosses the 5. He's inside the 5.
Sabot to call on the carry. Tripped up by number 4, Cooper Olsen.
2nd down and goal from the 4. Goes to Mateer. And he's stacked up by number 57, Jack Littlejohn.
Brian Mateer on the carry. Tackled by number 57, Jack Littlejohn.
No, he didn't get much either, did he?
No.
3rd down. Now you got to watch the ends. They've tried that middle a couple times. This is where you're going to be very careful around the ends.
3-yard line.
Inside handoff to call, and he's in for a touchdown. So another Norwood score.
Interesting how Steves got under center that time. He didn't take the long snap.
Woo!
And I'm wondering if they'll go for 2 here. They missed the last field goal, extra point attempt. And this time they're going against the wind. Well, Holliston held them off on two attempts up the middle, and then the 3rd one, they made it through a little bit off to the left-hand side.
They're going to go for it. Steve's under center. Takal and Matei are behind him. Steve's going to bootleg it and takes it himself, and he's in for 2.
Joey Steves on the carry for the 2-point conversion.
So that makes it 14-0 Mustangs with 8:33 to go in this first half. So more impressive is that the Mustangs completed a very big pass into the wind.
Yeah, they
something
did.
The Panthers weren't able to do.
And there was it wasn't just a little short pass that the runner took. I mean, the receiver took. It was maybe 15 yards or so downfield, and it was just really well thrown. And that's what I was saying. I don't see, you see these quarterbacks, and we see some of the stats they have, and it's like, why aren't they throwing the ball more, But sometimes you don't have to. If you have a good running game, I guess you really don't have to. And they have those 2 really good running backs and what looks like a pretty good offensive line.
This is where it gets interesting. This is the Mustangs' first quarter into the wind. And that kick just hangs up there, taken by Olsen at the 15. Gets it out close to the 30-yard line.
Okay, so now you got the win. So you have your whole playbook. If you want to go deep, you can.
Brought down by number 42, Blake Luciano.
And we'll see how it'd be interesting to see how they set up the defense for Norwood. Are they still just going to go with that one high safety, or are they going to go 2 high because the passing game is a little bit it's going to be a little bit more of an option here for Holliston. And they're staying in their base 1 high safety.
Lima and Sweeney split to the left. Fake to Harding. Kiley lets it go out down the middle of the field. Number 11, Brady Sweeney, wide open, and he's down into Norwood territory at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, the playmaker Brady Sweeney got out there and really nice job. And, you know, that's one of those 50-50 balls that goes up in the air. He just went up and took it away from the defender.
Sweeney coming into this game with 19 catches for 333 yards and 6 touchdowns for the Panthers.
And that'll open up that defense a little bit.
First and 10, Holliston. Ball on the Norwood 24-yard line.
Three receivers to Kiley's left. TJ rolls left. Fires. Incomplete. Lima had the right idea, a sliding catch, but
Kiley's pass was intended for number 14,
just didn't carry far enough.
Pass is incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10.
Well, they are opening up the playbook a little bit and getting the ball downfield. And that is definitely going to help the running game too.
Kiley's thrown 55 completions for 729 yards and 8 touchdowns coming into this game. Here's the handoff to Harding on 2nd down and 10.
Oh, nice
and
run.
He keeps his feet all the way down to the 17.
I don't know if you noticed it, Tom.
18.
The snap on that, when he snapped it back to TJ,
yeah,
it just kind of floated. It was going, of course, the snap is going against the wind, right? And it just kind of floated, and it almost, I mean, TJ was able to get it, but it almost like slowed down.
Another wind factor.
18-yard line.
2 down territory here for Holliston.
So 3rd down and 5 for the Panthers. Harding on the turnaround, breaks a tackle, gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down on the left-hand side of the field, so the natural side of the field for TJ is rolling out in this direction. And, you know, if he comes out this way, he might be able to have someone coming across the field. You know, I'd like to see him get Owen McCarron a little bit more involved, too, as a tight end. He's a good receiver. You know, and you
always say go to your tight end in a tight spot.
Yep. Especially the way they're playing this defense, he can get out behind those defenders a little bit, in between the linebackers and the safety.
Now McCarron's tight to the right. And we got a timeout on the field with 6:54 to go in the first half, and we'll be back just in a moment. All right, 4th down and 5 for the Panthers. 6:54 to go in here in the first half. But Holliston needs to find that end zone somehow.
They really need to keep this drive going. Because what they can't afford to do the way this game is shaping up, they can't.
You know what the old quarterback says? This better be in a long count. Long count play. Norwood's nerves are on an edge right here. Big important 4th down for them. Kiley drops back. And he is dropped. So Norwood will take over on their own 20-yard line.
TJ Kiley on the carry. Brought down by number 64, Matthew Alves.
Well, again, kind of the good coverage by the defensive backfield of Norwood, and they got the Holliston got a couple players deep, but they just weren't able to get free of those defensive backs, and that's why I say I like the tight end in that situation, because if you can take those defensive backs down deep downfield, that center of the field opens up for you. 6:43 left to go in the half.
Hand off to DeCall. He's forward for a couple of yards.
And just like Holliston really needed to keep that drive going, now they've really got to stop Norwood, because they really can't afford to let Norwood get the 3 scores ahead of them here. The defense really, except for a couple plays, the defense has really played pretty well against Norwood.
2nd down and 7 for the Mustangs. A jet play turnaround to Mateer, and tackle by Gentile after a couple of yards. It's not going to make an easy 3rd down for the Mustangs.
Oh, it's about 3rd and about 5.
Yeah.
And this is where that defense they've really got to stiffen up here and prevent Norwood from getting this 1st down. If they do, unless it's a real short 4th down, they'll be punting the ball, and they'll be punting the ball into the wind. So this is a big play for Holliston.
Steve's between his 2 big backs. Hand off to Mateer. He tries to find the corner, and he does. Just enough yardage for a 1st down. Number 19 showing some speed there to the corner.
Yeah, he got outside. He made a really nice play and turned the corner a little bit. So they pick up 4 more plays. 4:58 and running is the clock within the 1st half. This is a really fast game.
Let's go, White!
Shift by the Panthers. Steves with the fake. Pocket collapses. He lets it go. And incomplete. Looked like he had it. Mateer had it, but when he went to the ground, the ball came loose.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me, too, that I thought it was a completion, and then the ball came loose. So
Steve's pass was intended for number 19, Brian Mateer.
It's interesting how he was able to feather that over the Panther defender.
By number 15, Kevin Sahajian.
Yeah, I like him as a quarterback. He looks good.
The 2nd and 10 Mustangs.
Oh, number 15, Kevin Sahajian in for the Panthers on defense. Here's the handoff to DeCall. DeCall puts his shoulder down.
He came pretty close to getting the 1st down, too, in that run.
Let's see where they mark it.
Push out of bounds.
Should be going to be 3rd down and 3 or 2. 3rd down and 2.
The 3rd and 2 Mustangs.
Panthers need to come up with a big stop here. DeCall, and he breaks the line. He's got enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, this offensive line for Norwood is really playing a really nice game. They're opening up some holes for these backs.
Result of the play is Norwood 1st down.
So Norwood's just short of the midfield at the 49.
1st and 10 Mustangs.
Clock running, 4:02 to go in the 1st half.
And once again, there's a big 1st down here for Norwood. Holliston's got to hold them.
Steve's going to drop back to pass. Across the middle. Intended for 15 and caught And he's inside the 20-yard line. So again, the Mustangs are in the red zone.
Well, one of the Holliston players, as soon as that ball was caught, the Holliston player had him kind of wrapped a little bit, and the receiver shook him off and took off downfield.
There is a flag on the play.
Oh, there's a
foul against Holliston. Results of the play is a Norwood first down.
So the play, they'll get
half the distance
on a personal foul against Holliston. Not sure. I didn't see it.
I didn't see that one.
Not quite sure how that happened.
It'll be first and goal, Norwood.
First and goal from the 5. Hand off to number 22, DeCall, who spins off the first hit and is in for a touchdown. So 5-yard run by Subdo DeCall, his second touchdown of the game.
That was a beautiful run by DeCall. You know, I talk about Harding doing that a lot, being able to follow his blockers and be patient and waiting for that hole to open, and that's exactly what DeCall did there.
Anthony DeMauro go on to attempt the point after.
Extra point against the wind is up and good.
And
so the extra point is good. So with 3:15 to go in the first half, it's 21-0. The bad guys, Norwood. Panthers are going to have a legitimate shot here for a last-minute drive, or maybe 2 drives. 3:15. We've seen it.
Yeah, you can. Hopefully what can happen here is your special teams can get you some good yardage and put you in some good field position. Holliston seems a little bit off to me, just a little,
Well, it'll be like that when you're behind the score.
Yeah, I guess, and I want them to get that swagger back. I want them to, really get going, really get excited about this. Boy, that ball just died.
The kick is just high. Dennison takes it at the 20. He gets his way out to just short of the 30-yard line. It's almost a good play by the Mustangs there. That kick going and it just stalls in there. It allows your whole kickoff return team to get under the ball.
Yeah.
Almost call for a fair catch.
Be first and 10.
Well, like you said, Holliston now has got to come out. They've really got to establish something. Come out and get a score. Get down here and get a score and get themselves back into this ball game before the second half, because Norwood's going to receive the ball in the second half, beginning of the second half. So Holliston's got to come out and really show a little spark here. They need one big run or one big catch, opens a lot of things up.
Kiley back to pass, fires to his left, intended for Brady Sweeney. Incomplete.
Well, that's what you want to do. You want to get the ball down into the playmaker's hands. Sweeney, Gentile, Harding. We talk about this all the time, and I still say I'm not quite sure. They may be keeping McCarron in just to block all the time, but it certainly looks like the type of defense where a tight end can do a little damage.
Second down and 10 for the Panthers. Three receivers to Kiley's right. And there's the screen that's been working. Harding has it out close to a Panther first down.
Yeah, nice play by Holliston there. A nice pass by TJ to Harding. And again, that offensive line played that just right. They let the defenders in, and then they formed a little line in front of Harding, who were able to get very, very close. They did get the first down. That's what you want to see.
Clock running with 2:42 to go in here in the first half.
10, ball at the Holliston 40-yard line.
Kiley fires to his left, complete to Sweeney. Tries to fight his way forward. Maybe got a gain of 5.
Clock running now, 2:20 left in the half. And you got the wind with you, Tom, so you really got to try and get it downfield a little bit. Because at some point here, you either got to use your timeouts or have to go to the sidelines and have the players get out of bounds. But you either got to go deep or you got to save some time on that clock.
Right.
The Holliston 45-yard line.
Kiley back to pass, steps up. Fires off his back foot, intended for Lima. That's a tough throw.
That's a tough throw, but that's the right throw. If you don't have anything there, get the ball downfield and live to throw another day. Well, they had the one big play to Sweeney down here, and they've had a couple good screen passes.
Bring third up 5.
So clock stopped with 1:44 to go in the half. 3rd down and 5 for Holliston.
And if you're throwing here, you really got to be careful, because if it's incomplete, Norwood's going to try and stop the clock in the next play.
Kiley out of the pocket. Intercepted by number 24. So Norwood's got the ball at the 38-yard line, their own, with 1:35 to go.
Yeah, 95 seconds to go here, and the way the Steve's been throwing the ball, it will not surprise me if he's throwing here now.
It'll be 1st and 10 Mustangs.
Well, it doesn't seem like the short passing is affected very much.
No.
Steve's with only DeCall back there. Handoff to Mayer. To Mateer. And he's off to the races.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if he's going to get a horse collar there. Let's see.
Saving tackle by Sweeney, as he was really picking up speed after he made the corner.
Clock stops, so they set the chains. It starts running again now. 1:20.
First down at the Panther 35. Steve's back to pass. Rolls to his right. Incomplete.
That was a tough throw for the left-handed quarterback to roll to his right like that, and his body was kind of messed up, so he just wanted to get it downfield and get it out of bounds.
Yeah, that didn't go very well.
Norwood.
That's the only really bad-looking pass he's thrown all day, though.
Did you see who got in there? Somebody chased him out of the pocket.
1:07 left to go in the half. Yeah, they got to try and put some pressure on Steve's here.
Hands it off to DeCall. Pierce-Alachi with the tackle. Gain of 2. And there's a timeout on the field, so we'll take a quick break too with 51 seconds to go in the half.
Brought down by number 54.
All right, 3rd down and 6 for the Mustangs. 51 seconds to go in the first half. See if the Holliston defense can come up with a big play here.
Well, they need one. They need a stop.
Steves moves the call to his right. The call, a chase from the pocket.
Incomplete.
Nice try by number 9.
Honestly, I thought he caught it. I thought he only needed the one
He had
foot
his
in bounds.
finger, yeah. The Panthers came on a maximum blitz there on 4th down.
Steve's pass was intended for number 9, Brandon Francis.
And the clock is incorrectly running right now.
Yeah.
So the refs are going to have to reset that.
Be 4th and about, 6, 7? Long 6, short 7 up over there.
Now the refs have to stand on the ball. The wind blowing it across the turf. 40 seconds left in the half.
Well, this is a big play for both these teams. You know, Norwood would like to really put a lot of distance between them and Holliston. Holliston's got to keep this game a little bit closer, so this is going to be a good opportunity for Holliston to send everybody and see what happens. Of course, the way they've been running the ball too, Tom. I mean, you know, they could easily get this running play, so they have both options open to them.
Right. 4th down and 6 for the Mustangs. Steves rolls to his right. Pass complete to Mateer.
Trying to see where they're putting this. I'm not sure.
He needed to get all the way down to the 26.
No, he didn't get it. Where they're marking it, so that'll be Holliston ball.
So the Panthers will get another shot at it with 33 ticks left on the clock.
33 ticks, the wind. Well, let's see where they're going to put this.
Well, they got time for four passes to Brady Sweeney.
This is interesting.
There's a penalty? What's he?
Oh, there may be a penalty, and if it is, I don't know why they would give him a choice. You would take the ball, obviously.
Let's go, White! Here we go!
Well,
I'm not sure.
The Holliston defense is still on the field. What's he talking about? He wants the ball.
Well, unless what they were saying, where they were marking it, if maybe that's where the foul occurred, and he did get a first down with the ball. That's all I can think of. And if that's the case, then
you got to take the penalty.
You got to take the penalty. Other than that, I don't know why they would take a penalty if they didn't get the first down.
Well, we're deep in the rule book again.
Yeah. Anyway, it's going to be 4th and long for Norwood with 33 seconds left.
I still can't believe Mateer would have had a first down.
It did not look it, so I'm not quite sure what happened there.
So 4th down and 16.
It brings up 4th down. Ball in the Norwood.
How Los does the stats for these games? I don't know. 4th down and Norwood's going for it.
Here comes Holliston.
Steve's back to pass. Try to get it to a screen.
Nicely done.
And nicely. David Villa was right in there.
Yeah, here's a flag. Now let's see what this is. Villa put some great pressure on Steves. But flag comes out.
Steve's pass was intended for number 22, Subo DeCall. There is a flag on the play.
So I'm not sure if they're going to mark off the penalty, and if it doesn't result in the first down, it'll be Holliston's ball.
Pass interference against Holliston.
No, it's first down. Well, no, they didn't get the first down. They don't.
4th down and 1, they're marking it.
I don't understand what they're doing.
These kind of plays need to go down in a strange but true book. So they've got the ball placed at the 27-yard line.
Will bring up a
4th and
1 for the Mustangs.
4th and 1.
Ball on the Holliston 26-yard
I mean, because
line.
my understanding is on the on a pass interference at this level, it's not an automatic first down, right?
Right.
So you give them the penalty. They didn't get the automatic first. You mark it off.
They
didn't
shouldn't get the down back.
No, it should be.
No, they get the down, and then if they didn't make it, it's first down
Right,
Holliston.
exactly.
That's what Kylie's arguing out here. Gotta be. You can't get everything.
You can't get the right. You can't get the penalty and
the play.
And the play.
He's trying to explain to him, and of course, referees don't take kindly to head coaches explaining the rules.
No. Meanwhile, there's 27 seconds left to go in this first half. A half that was moving right along until just now. We kind of had the Yalta conference out there.
And this ref seems determined to give him the penalty and the play.
So whatever it is, it's going to be Norwood ball. 4th and 1.
Steves is under center. It looks like he might try to tap and go forward. Pitches it to Mateer. Mateer gets the corner, and he's down inside the 5. Now, of course, the clock is still running.
Brought down by number 1,
Yeah.
Miguel de
And they
Jesus.
didn't stop it, so they have to reset the clock. The clock would stop on the first down.
Be first and goal.
Yeah, now the Norwood coach is upset because he saw what you saw, Tom. The clock was
Ball on
running,
the Holliston 5-yard line.
and they're not adjusting it at all.
I've given you enough breaks.
So you can't. He can't stop the clock until he's signaled from down here. He doesn't just stop the clock because they get a first down. He's got to get the signal from down here. So
Right.
maybe that's what happened.
So first and goal from the 5 for Norwood. Hand off to DeCall. Tries to work his way through traffic and finds the end zone for the 3rd time this afternoon.
Sabo to call on the carry for the Norwood touchdown.
Woo!
Touchdown with 8 seconds left in the half.
Anthony DeMera on to attempt the point after.
We'll have to find out at some point what that ruling was because I really don't understand it. I'm not saying it was wrong. I just don't understand how you get both the.
You don't get the play and the down.
Yeah.
You get the play or the down.
Kick is good.
And DeMera's kick is good.
So with 8 seconds left in the half, Norwood comes up. They're ahead 28-0.
Well, a strange set of events right there.
Very strange.
Somehow it feels more heinous when it's when you get a bad call against you. It's somebody's opinion.
Yeah.
But the question is, how do you get the down and the yardage? It's
right.
either in the rule book or it's
Right.
not in the rule book.
Right.
And that feels more heinous if the referee does by chance get it wrong.
Now,
Then you get an apology from the league.
yeah, I mean, if he had caught it, you wouldn't get both. So
Right.
when you don't catch it, why do you get both?
Right. Exactly, Jay. You're performing our
How am I doing?
Gene Santori for us today.
Boy, you don't want me involved in these rules
Prepare to
things.
kick off for the Mustangs.
All right, Holliston receive with 8
For
seconds
Holliston,
left.
Number 4, Cooper Olson. And number 24,
Kick
Andrew
is all the way back to Dennison at the 5. He makes it out past the 20.
1 second left.
Dennison on the return. Attacked by number 4, Joseph McHugh.
All right. I guess it's time for the hook and ladder.
Well, either the hook or the ladder.
Yeah.
The first and 10, Holliston.
The whole fire truck, if
Ball
we
on the
can
Holliston
find it.
22-yard line.
Okay, so the 1 second left here, and then they come out for the second half, and Norwood's going to get the ball, and
Well, it ain't over. The first
No.
half ain't over
it's
yet.
not over yet. That was a nice kick, by the way, into the wind, that kickoff.
Yeah. Probably had to kick a 50 to make an extra point.
Sweeney out wide left.
Kylie is chased as the buzzer sounds. And Joey Gentile with the catch
Yep. He goes
at
out
the
of bounds.
48-yard line.
He's out of bounds immediately, but it's too late, and that's the end of the half.
Kylie's pass was complete.
All right.
Joey Gentile.
28-0. The Mustangs go into the locker room ahead of the Panthers. We'll be back with second half action in just a moment.
Holliston, nothing.
All right, the teams are out for the second half. Panthers, Kawhi Lima getting ready to kick off to Norwood here to start the third quarter. And the second ball has fallen off the tee. Lima's kick skips through the wickets, taken back at the 12-yard line. And a nice little return all the way out to the 20 with that to cover that miscue.
All right, this is where, you're a coach over there. You're a coach over there in Holliston. And this is where you say to the kids, all right, it's nothing. You got to come out. You got to come out and start winning some of these possessions. You got to start stopping them on defense, and we got to start scoring. You got to do it one at a time. If you're not going to score 28 points at once. So just come out and play the best you can. Leave it all out on the field.
Right. Got us one play at a time. Norwood with the handoff to Mateer. Nice job there by the Panthers. Cooper Olson and Jack Littlejohn. And Owen Zakshevsky.
Yeah. Owen Zakin on that one too.
So 2nd and 9 for the Mustangs.
And you're going to have to put some pressure on them too. You're going to have to make them get it into 3rd and long so you can put some pressure on the quarterback.
Steve's between DeCall and Mateer. Steve's under pressure. Tries to get it off to number 8, and he does for a catch, but it was right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I don't think that was a screen pass either. I think the Norwood line was way too far back by the quarterback. I just think that was really good pressure put on by Holliston. That's what I like to see. That you got to come out and you really got to play aggressively now.
Loss of 1 on the play, 3rd and 10.
You got to do it again. You want to watch the left side over there with that defense. Make sure they don't get to the outside.
The handoff to DeCall, and he busts the defense. Sweeney giving chase. Cooper Olson giving chase, and he is gone off to the races, an 80-yard touchdown run. His 4th touchdown of the day.
Sabode DeCall on the carry for the Norwood touchdown.
Great run, but once again, you got to turn those plays in on the inside over there on the right hand, on the left hand side. You kind of see that might be where they were going.
Anthony DeMera on to attempt the point after.
So with 10:02 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Kick is up and good.
Kick is good.
So after the first drive by the Mustangs to here to stop the second half, it's 35-0 Norwood. It looked like the Panthers had it dialed in.
Well, it did, and that's obviously that's not how you're playing it. The first 2 defensive plays were absolutely excellent by Holliston, and then you get the running back out in open field, and he just took off. This is one of those things, when it rains, it pours, and once again, you just gotta
Don't say rain, Jay.
No, I shouldn't say that. Yeah.
Christian's already worrying about rain.
but when the now you get the ball back, and you just gotta again be methodical, get downfield, work on your game, work on your plays.
Kick is taken by Dennison at the 10 and taken down by the kicker. Got a good return all the way out to the 35.
That was a nice run back. And
34.
That kicker doesn't make that tackle. It's over. Dennison would have scored. So nicely done by the kicker there. And that gives Holliston a little bit of room, a little something to. I think they've got to get something that really to excite them and get them going again.
See what Coach Kiley's got dialed up here on 1st and 10 to start the second half. Kiley with Harding to his left. Jet play to Andrew Dennison. Dennison still going, got a first down, couple of guys to beat, pushed out of bounds at the Norwood 35, no flags.
See, he's one of those guys.
He was deceptive. I wasn't, sort of lost the view of him out there, but he was still going.
But that's, Andrew's one of those guys that I talk about playmakers all the time, and he's one of those guys with the speed. He's done it on the kickoff return so many times. You get the ball into these guys' hands. That's what you have to do.
They mark him back at the 38-yard line of Norwood.
Big run, though, for Dennison.
Ball's on the Norwood 38-yard line.
1st and 10 for Holliston. Here comes Lima through. Fake to him. Kiley looks downfield. Intended for Owen McCarron.
Here we go. White. Let's go, White.
2nd down and 10, Holliston.
I mean, in fairness to TJ on that one, he had someone coming right after him. He was right on him. If he could just pick up, another couple seconds in that backfield, it'll let these plays set up, and he can get the ball off and hit his receivers.
Second down and 10 for Holliston. Here comes Dennison on the jet play, cuts it up.
Ooh.
Tackled right away by Sakel. Right at the line of scrimmage, no gain. Actually a loss of 1 on the play, 3rd and 11.
Yeah, that was played really well by Norwood.
Loss of 1 on the
Clock
play.
running, 9:10 left to go in the 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 11. Ball on the Norwood 39-yard line.
Kiley fakes it to Harding. Rolls left. Under pressure. Intended for Harding. Has a little outlet there.
Yeah, and that's where you really, you can't blame your quarterback there. He's under too much pressure. He goes left. He sees there's pressure there. He turns, goes right. He sees his pressure coming out there.
4th down for Holliston.
He's just dump the ball off and not get a big loss there.
So it'll be 4th down and 11. 8:47 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Holliston's going to go for it, and there's no reason not to.
Kiley looks right.
Incomplete.
Intended for Dennison. And then I'll turn it over to the Norwood Mustangs.
Kiley's pass was intended for number 24, Andrew Dennison.
So just nothing seems to be clicking for the Panthers.
No, it's one of those days. Nothing, they're just not able to move the ball offensively, and
ball on the Norwood 39-yard line.
Defensively, Norwood is really playing very well on their offensive side of the ball, so that really is not helping Holliston's defense at all.
Hand off to DeCall. Going to gain a 5 or 6.
One thing you want to see here as a coach, you want to see no quit. You want to see no quit at all. You want to see the kids playing as hard as they would if they if they had a lead or if it was a really close game. And I'm seeing that down there with some of these defenders. I mean, they had that one play that went for a long distance, but other than that, the 2 or 3 other plays here that they've done defensively, Holliston's done okay.
2nd down and 5 for the Mustangs. They got trip receivers to Steve's right. Steves takes it himself on the quarterback draw. And he's got a 1st down as he crosses midfield.
Steve's on the keeper. Attacked by number 57, Jack Littlejohn. Result of the play is Norwood 1st down.
Let's go, guys. Here we go. Wide.
Be 1st and 10, Mustangs. Ball in the Holliston 46-yard.
7:27.
1st and 10 from the 46. Steves to call.
He's good. He's shifty. Owen Zach came right in there, did a
Little
great
John
job.
and Gentile bring him down.
Owen Zach did a great job coming in, turning that play inside like he should have, and he still able to pick up a couple of yards.
Jack Littlejohn.
Way to go, 5-7.
The 2nd and 7.
Well, in his book, for DeCall, that was a success. He likes to touch the ball and then find the end zone.
Yeah, well, so far he's done that quite a bit today.
4 times for the senior. I think he should have won Norwood the King of the Court, Homecoming King. They should have given it to him. Second and 8 for Norwood. Steves takes it himself. And Pierce Alachi says, I got the ball.
Oh, boy.
I'm gone.
We almost had a Matt Mealy winner there.
Steve's on the carry. Wrapped up by a host of Holliston.
Matt Mealy running lineman award.
Running a lineman, yes.
The most prestigious award in
the history of HCAT football.
Well, I was going to say Holliston
No
football.
gain on the play.
Oh, wow.
The 3rd and
That
5,
big.
Mustangs.
That big. Clock runs, 5:40 left to go in the 3rd.
3rd and 5. Steves gives it to Mateer, and he is off to the races, gone. Another long touchdown, but the Norwood Mustangs. Mateer from 41 yards out.
On the carry for the Norwood touchdown.
Well, I said it earlier, Tom, and no, I'm not supposed to say it, but when it rains, it pours.
Anthony Demare on to attempt the point after.
And it's good.
And Demara's
Kick is good. So the Panthers find themselves in uncharted territory, down 42-0. I don't think we've ever been here in our broadcasting.
I've been doing this for 16, 17 years, and with all the great games they had and great wins they had and great championships and state championships and all that they've won, every so often something like this is going to happen to you.
Well, like you said on the top of the broadcast, they're missing a few bodies. They've got some injuries. They're missing a captain today.
That hurts, especially if you're not deep. Now, I'm not really sure how deep, but just from pure numbers, there's not a lot of depth. That doesn't mean quality-wise that there's not some depth. But you start losing players, and you lose 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 players. That makes a big difference.
Andrew Dennison back for Holliston.
especially when you're losing either seniors or senior captains. You know,
Anthony DeMare on kickoff
that's a
for
tough thing
Norwood.
to lose.
Kick is to Dennison back at the 5. Dennison with a head of steam crosses the 30. Nice return there by number 24.
I love watching him. I just love watching him wait and shift and move and go, and you know, he's so fast. If he gets out in front, he's gone.
Attacked by number 4, Joseph McHugh.
Looks like we're going to see a whole different squad on the for Norwood on defense here. Get some of the younger kids in there.
Ball on the Holliston 32-yard line.
So 3 receivers to Kylie's right. Hand off to Harding. He's tripped up.
And that's kind of the way it's been all day today. You know, Harding has the opening. He's just going to explode, take it right upfield, and he just gets caught. Just get caught.
Brought down by number 75.
You said it earlier, Tom. Just a little bit off.
Yeah, Harding doesn't have a long touchdown this season.
No.
It's his time. He's done the.
Gain of 3 on the play, brings up second and
He's
7.
done the bulk of the carries. He deserves a long touchdown. 2nd down and 8. Fake to Harding. Kylie looking downfield. Fires over the Panther bench. Incomplete.
Kylie's pass was incomplete.
Oh, they're picking up the flag. There was a flag there, but they're picking it up.
There is no penalty on the play.
You know, the thing, too, you know, you get to the point in the game where the other team starts putting their second stringers in. They want to show what they can do, too. You know, they're going to play as hard as they can. It's not like, you know, that you're playing against nothing. So these kids want to show that show the coaching staff what they can do.
Kylie goes left. He's got Brady Sweeney. Number 11 dives it just off the end of his hands.
You know, one of the things I really don't remember, maybe they have done 1 or 2. I don't remember Holliston throwing any really shorter passes. You know, put the ball in the players' hands and let them do it. They've tried some long ones, but But sometimes you get those short passes, you get them into the playmakers' hands, and they use their speed and deception to get out and make some long plays.
Right. Panthers go for it on 4th down. And Kylie is dropped for a sack.
So that's going to give Norwood a short field.
Kylie is brought down by number 64, Matthew Alves.
Turnover on downs. Clock keeps running as we're into running time now with a score like this.
Be 1st and 10, Norwood.
Norwood sends out their second offense. So I guess the big boys are going to rest for the rest of the day for Norwood. Boy, they did put on a good display though. They really played well. I mean, you really got to hand it to them. They did a nice job offensively today and defensively. You know, it's funny because
there goes Steve's. I think their first offense is still out there.
They put the first offense. Oh, I thought they had the. They do. Wow.
Couple of new running backs.
Yeah.
But I think the rest of the first unit's in. Tackled by Gentile.
.48-47. This clock will pretty much run out. That might even be the last play. We'll see if they.
Number 9, Joey Gentile.
Oh, timeout.
Timeout Holliston with 38 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back in a moment. All right, 3rd down and 8 with 38 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
It's the second down, isn't it?
Second down, sorry. Hand off to number 25. And he's stopped for a short gain.
And that will probably, unless there's another timeout, they're going to call another timeout.
With 22 seconds to go. So we'll be right back from that. All right, 3rd down and 8 for the Mustangs. Hand off to 25. Olsen brings him down. That's going to be close to a 1st down.
Here we go, White.
Ryan Keneally on the carry.
Oh, it's going to be 4th down and 1.
You're right, Tom. That is very close to a 1st down.
But that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter.
The end of the 3rd quarter.
Norwood ahead 42-0. We'll be back with 4th quarter action in just a moment. All right, 4th and 1 for the Mustangs as we start the 4th quarter. Steves tries to stick it forward himself, and he is stopped short of the 20.
I think, though, he got what he needed.
He went forward on a quarterback sneak, and then he tried to spin out of it.
Attack by number 57.
Oh, they're giving the ball to Holliston. There you go.
And number 41,
Holliston gets it a turnover on downs.
Holliston take over on downs. Be 1st and 10, Holliston.
And we've got a timeout on the field as Norwood takes a timeout. So we'll be right back. All right, 1st and 10 Panthers here as we start the 4th quarter. 11-13 left in the game. Kiley to Harding. Harding almost broke away. Just got tackled by number 4.
Devin Harding on the carry. Attacked by number 4, Joseph McHugh.
Devin Harding picked up 7
Brings
yards.
up second down. Ball on the Holliston 27-yard line.
Harding to the left.
Nice run.
He's got a first down as he crossed the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Yep.
Actually mark it at the 37. Harding again to the right side.
Oh, there's that long run you wanted, Tom, right there.
He's getting it 10 yards at a time. Plows over midfield, and he's got a Panther first down. Ball's at the Norwood 48-yard line.
Clock continues running. 9:55 left to go in the game.
10 Holliston. Ball on the Norwood 48-yard line.
Holliston keeping it on the ground.
Harding to the left.
Whoa.
And a blitzing number 42 by Norwood breaks up that play. Loss of 2 on the play.
Devin Harding on the carry. Tackled by number 42, Blake Luciano, and number 52, Nahum Perry Higgins.
Second and long now, and
Brings up second down.
this is where you might want to try maybe one of those shorter passes and let your playmakers get out in the field in the
Ball right
open.
in midfield.
Second down and 12 for Holliston. Kiley to pass. Getting chased.
Yeah, that's going to be a penalty, I think.
Kiley's pass was intended for number 3,
No, they're
Devin
not.
Harding.
No, they're letting it go.
Hawk just flew overhead.
That's
That should be good luck.
Third down for Holliston.
For Bellingham.
Third down and 12.
.30. We haven't seen the Bellingham Hawks at all, have we? We haven't seen them in a while.
No. Third down. Kiley under a heavy rush.
There you go.
Makes a short pass. Connection to Harding. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Gain of 2. That'll bring out fourth down and 10.
So now you got to get the ball downfield a little bit more.
I guess gain of 1 on the play. So 4th and 9. Kiley looks left. Fires. Complete to Andrew Dennison. And he's going to move the chains.
Yep, first down, Holliston.
Nice catch by number 24.
Kiley's pass was complete to number 24, Andrew Dennison.
That ball went a long way, too.
A run out of bounds by number 3, Sean Steves.
So we're down to the 30,
The first and 10
33,
Ball at the Norwood 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
Clock
It
running.
was nice to meet the Norwood Cable
Yeah,
counterparts before the game. Nice guy.
very, very nice.
First and 10 for the Panthers. Lima with a catch.
Oh, he did a nice job to get away.
Got away from Mateer there.
Yeah.
Kiley's pass was complete to number 14, Quiet Lima. Run out of bounds by number 55, Ryan Fitzsimmons.
Clock still rolling. 6:25 left to go in the game.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Loss of 2 on the play brings up 2nd and 12. Ball on the Norwood 34-yard line.
Boy, TJ is really.
They're putting the heat on.
He's getting no time whatsoever. Well, you know what happens in these situations. You know, you wonder about it because this team, Norwood, they had a lot of lean years. They played the Bay State League and they had a lot of lean years and a few lean years in the Tri-Valley League, and you know they're starting to feel their muscle and everything, and they want a shutout here. You know,
yeah,
42-0. They want to keep the shutout.
3rd down and 12. Kylie rolls left, fires, complete to Gentile. It's going to bring a first down. It moves the chains.
Yeah.
So 5 minutes and 21 seconds to go in the game.
28, Jonathan Montilla.
And we've got a first down, Holliston.
The 1st and 10, Holliston. Ball to Norwood. 33.
Oh,
and
nice
a complete pass to Lima. So from the 22.
Pass is complete to number 14, Kwa Lima.
And it's going to be first and goal. So ball's going to be on the 10-yard line. So a 12-yard completion.
Ball at the Norwood 9-yard line.
13-yard completion all the way to the 9. First and goal, Holliston.
Clock keeps going. There's 4.5 minutes left to go in the game.
So the Panthers successfully driving into the wind here. Fake to Lima. Back of the end zone to Gentile. Touchdown, Holliston.
Callie's pass is complete to number 9, Joey Gentile.
I didn't even see an indication of touchdown.
I was looking for the referees, and of course they made no signal.
Yeah.
Now, they saying that because they're Norwood refs, and they only signal the Norwood touchdowns? I certainly saw their hands go up with the other ones.
It was not Jay Wyman, folks, who said that. Clock rolling, 4:30
Well, you're not doing your job.
3:40 left. There you go. Nice kick by
And Lima's kick is straight and good. So at 3:34, the fourth quarter, left in the fourth quarter, the Panthers get on the board. So for TJ Kiley, that was his 9th touchdown pass of the year. Joey Gentile, that was his 3rd touchdown catch of the season. And as much as today's been disappointing, it must feel good to get a touchdown.
Well, you know, you want to come out of this with something positive, you know, and I mean, offensively and defensively, they really weren't doing very well, obviously, and you know, so it's just one of those days, and these things happen to all teams, good teams, bad teams, it doesn't matter. These things happen. So what you got to do is you focused on, let's come out of this with something positive, something we can talk about.
Panthers are winning the fourth quarter.
Yeah, there you go.
24, Matthew Mahoney, and number 25, Ryan Keneally, back for the Mustangs. Kicking off for Holliston, number 14.
Next week, you said it's down to Medfield, right?
Right. To visit the Warrior Den.
They can try an onside kick. Is that how he's setting that ball up?
Let's see. Lima's kick bounces. Taken by number 7, who was headed to the goal line. Till he got tackled by Lima.
Clock is still running now with a minute and a half left to go in this ball game. And before we get too deep into this, I want to thank Don Cronin on the big camera today, and
also our driver.
And our driver, and Christian Boudet, doing a nice job on the computer to give you people live streaming. I guess that's what you call it, right? Live streaming?
Yeah, we're streamed live worldwide. And also our navigator. He got us here.
He did get us here. Just going to take a knee with a minute left, and well, tough loss for Holliston. And as we talked about a little bit earlier, it's one of the maybe the biggest loss that we've seen. But you know, a loss is a loss. It really doesn't matter if it's 2 points or if it's 42 points. You got to come back next week, and you got to you know, have a good
face the Warriors.
Yep, good week of practice. Come back, and you got Medfield on the schedule.
Well, you play football not to win, but because you like football. You like hitting people. You like making successful plays, you know.
But you do like winning sometimes.
Of course.
Okay, so we'll kind of wrap this up right now. 10, 9, 8 seconds left to go. From Murrayfield, is this?
Murrayfield, right.
Murrayfield in Norwood. Final score, Norwood 42, Holliston 7. We'll see you next week down in Medfield. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.